Right, folks, Johnny Cash. Do you know him? Did you like him? I loved him! And I mean loved him. Right. I never wear black. This is a euphemism. But until things change, I am the man in black. Now, I'll tell you what I mean from that. Over the next year or two, when all this crap is coming out about what all these so-called celebrities have done to their fellow humans, often women, I'm going to be on the side of women every single time. I am just me. I'm nothing special. I'm nobody special. I don't profuse to be anything special. I'm getting some grief off the moment from fans of Wooton, but mainly of, what's his name? How can I forget it? Old Russell Brand. Now, I don't know how guilty these guys are. I would suggest pretty guilty, especially the former. I think the latter is probably pretty guilty too, and I think more's going to come across. But what I don't get with the followers, especially of both, but especially Brand, they're almost, what's the word? Hypnotised by him. He's like a snake oil salesman. They're all massive, massive, massive believers, all ginormous followers. For me, they say I can't see the wood from the trees. I don't think they can. As I've said initially, if Brand is proved innocent of all these charges, I am going to be the first person on YouTube that comes on and says, I was wrong, I am sorry, I got it wrong. I cannot get one of his followers saying the same. Not one, including women. I've got a thing, folks, about women being mistreated throughout the world. There's certain countries where if you're a gay woman, you can get killed for it. You can with men as well, I know in certain countries. They have this, is it the FGM in countries where they cut bits off women? They don't do it to fellas, they do it to women. They have countries in the world where women get stoned for playing away, and often they're not even playing away. A husband has to just say, oh, I think she's been playing away, and they stone him and kill him. Don't happen to the husband, don't happen to him at all. The men can marry as many wives as they want. The wives can only have one husband. It's all absolutely crazy. Women are treated as second-class citizens in many countries. Women can't have educations. Women can't drive cars. They can't do this. They can't do that. I think us in Great Britain, and also in America, across the pond there, because they're the main two peoples that watch us, realise that women are every bit as important as men, and probably even more so. I would be probably in the minority of men that say more so. Many women nowadays work full-time, they have to. But as well as working full-time, they run in a house and bringing up children. Yeah, we do a bit. We don't do as much as the women do, though. No, we don't. If the women weren't in the household would probably fall apart. They needed. But not only that, they bring us children. We're part of the act initially, then all the hard work's done by the woman. And then for many years later, until they get to the stage where, dare I say, everything dries up. That's the wrong thing. You know what I mean? Things stop, the periods and all that kind of stuff. They have all that. We have none of it. None of it at all. We might have the old snip once in our lifetime. That's no hardship. It's easy. It's a doddle. Women have it all. We have nothing. It's easier for us. I don't care what anybody says. But I'm not having in my country women being mistreated, abused, and that means raped, sexually assaulted and talked about like them two idiots did the other night on GB News. So if anything comes out now about women, I don't know who's going to be guilty and who's not. I don't. But what I'm going to do, because many women that follow Brand aren't even doing it, which amazes me, I'm going to be on the side of the women every single time. When we then find out, if we find out that the women have lied and the guys are innocent, then I'm going to say I'm sorry. And I'm going to be on their side, and I'm going to call the women for doing it, because they're giving women a bad name, the ones that do that. But that's a minority. There's more people getting abused and raped by men and saying nothing because they're frightened to death, which is, I think, what's happening in some of these cases now. That's why they're historic cases. That's why they come out a whole lot later, like they did with old Harvey there. So that's the way I'm going to play it. Let me just give you the last line. Man in Black, the Johnny Cash bit. If you don't know it, go listen to Man in Black. It's an absolute Bobby Dazzler of a song, and I mean a Bobby Dazzler. It's a cracker chap. One of my favourite songs of all time. What's his last line? So things are brighter, I'm the man in black. Now he says he could wear a rainbow on his back. I'm wearing a rainbow today myself. I virtually never wear black. So as I say, it's just a euphemism. You know what a euphemism is, don't you? I'm not going to explain it because I know what it is, but I don't know how to explain it. I'm not clever enough. Wait a minute, where's my camera gone? I can't see myself. I don't like myself. I don't want to... Right, I'm back. I'm back, folks. You wouldn't know I'd gone away, but I knew I'd gone away. I couldn't see myself. So, until things change, I'm the man in black. When things get better, then I'll listen to both sides first and maybe judge nobody. Because some say, well, how can you take their side when it's not all come out yet? And I get that. But I will say, how can you take his side when it's not all come out yet? And what I really don't get, women especially, I cannot understand how these devotees, these followers of old Russell there, are 100% still in his camp. When your sisters are saying that he's done this, that, and the other two of them. Now, he might not have done it, but at least have the sense to listen to both sides until you make your mind up. And many of you are just running away and paying 49 quid to listening to him for the rest of the year. Maybe hold on to that money until things have gone to a court of law, if they have, and you find out whether he's guilty or not. Don't contribute to what might be a rapist. It might not be. I know it might not be. He might not have done any of these things. I know that. But find out first before you part with your hard-earned. You've got less money, whoever you are, than he's got. I don't know. I don't, honestly. Anyway, until things change, I've said it again. I'm not going to say it. I'm the man in black. And that's it. If you don't like it, don't subscribe to me. 3 have gone already. People think I'm bothered about it. I'm not. If you're people that leave because you don't like my opinion, I don't want you. Because I don't mind your opinion. If I subscribe to you and your opinion is different than mine, as long as you give me good reasoning behind it, I wouldn't leave you. I've got no problem with that. We're all different. We all have an opinion, which is why, as I've always said, your comments on here will be welcomed. And why I've always said they would never be wiped. And up to today, and we're about 5-6 months in, I've never stopped a comment coming up. I've never wiped a comment. Nobody's ever been blocked. And to my mind now, sitting here now on September the God knows what, none ever will be. None ever will be. We all have a right of an opinion. And you can have that on here as and whenever you want to. But please, folks, I know there's 2 sides to every story. Know it yourself. And let's support women. They need it. They do a lot more than we do. They go through a lot more than we do. I don't care what anybody says. That's me. And I'm not trying to be all moral. I'm not trying to be a saint. I'm not trying to get plaudits of people saying, oh, you're a nice guy. I'm nothing special. None of us are. I'm just trying in this hard, hard world to get on. And that's all we're all trying to do.